All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. I never turned my monitor on. I can't even see what I look like right now. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Jay Lippman Live. Happy Wednesday. So happy to see you here. So happy to be here. I missed you guys. If you are new to the stream, new to the channel, my name is Jay. And I'm a freelance video editor, and I teach video editing here on YouTube. Mostly DaVinci Resolve stuff, but I love talking about like the theory of video editing and the art of video editing. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead, sit back, relax, get your questions ready. I am here to answer them all over the next hour or so. If just pop your question in the chat, and I will get to it as soon as I can. If you have a question that really needs to be answered, there is a link in the description that'll take you to a form that that I will be going over about halfway through the stream. And if you really need your question answered, any questions that come along with the super chat will be bumped to the front of the line. So with that being said, let's jump into the chat and say hi to some people. Jelly Duck, what's going on, my friend? Missed you too, dude. Thank you so much for being here. Organic gardening in North Carolina. What's going on, Dave? How are you? EC Sanka, what's up? Who else we got? Peter Guava, hello. Jim Robinson, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see here. The Legend of the DaVinci Resolve tutorial. Yes, Dave, thank you so much. And click that like button if you are enjoying that stream. Refrag, hey Jay, what's your ninja disguise? What's up going on? I didn't wear the ninja shirt today. It is currently in the laundry, so I'm gonna have to make a note to wear that to the next stream. But I discovered something about that shirt that I didn't know about. I had the shirt forever and I just didn't know about it. You know what? I forgot to turn on a light. Hold on. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Resolve 17.2 update this morning. Yeah, I saw that. It's downloaded but not installed. So we're going to have to play around with that later this week. I have a video to film this week, so we're going to be talking about this guy on Monday, which will be fine. Inferno 601, hey Jay, nice Rec 709 video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How's the kid affecting your time at the moment? Well, I've been pulling the night shift for the most part, so I mean, the kid is kind of 24/7, you know? So during the day, I'm running back and forth, making food and cleaning stuff, cleaning bottles, just cleaning stuff. And I get work done wherever I can, but most of it gets done after the kids are asleep, you know, and I get as much done as I can. So it's kind of reversed my schedule a little bit, which threw me for a loop today. I didn't actually wake up till like 12:30 in the afternoon and was like, I have an hour and a half to get ready for this live stream. So it's definitely flipped my timing on my head. I don't have, you know, time to just sit down and work all day like I used to. So I'm kind of on, let's say, light duty at the moment. I'm just doing as much as I can. Diapers, yeah, lots and lots of diapers. Just a ridiculous amount of diapers. Just diapers all day long. But it's great, you know. He's a cool little baby. I'm enjoying it. So, oh yeah. Would you be interested in doing a short film? I would be interested. Yeah, you know, I would. I would love to do a short film. You know, as an editor, I would love to edit a short film. But I don't know, you know, I don't know if I'm ready to necessarily step behind the camera and like shoot a short film. Because I am more of an editor than I am a filmer. So I did 2 videos with collage. Since you showed us how to do it, can you show how to do keyframes with it? Can I show how to do keyframes with it? Yeah, I could. Give me a second here. that's a little bit, it's going to take a little bit, but let's go ahead and I got to find my mouse. There's my mouse. So the video collage, let's go ahead and just add a new timeline here. We'll call this collage. Create. All right, so got some stuff here. This is all log footage. This is the log to Rec 709 video that I have open. But I will get that. I'll get that set up throughout the stream. And all right, that'll work. So what exactly are you trying to keyframe here? Because there's a bunch of different stuff you can keyframe. You can keyframe the position of the little frames in another video. Oh, in another video. Yeah. I can, well, potentially. Yeah, I can do that. Or, you know, if you just want to hit me up privately, you know how to find me. I can walk you through it. That's not an issue. So yeah, we won't do that right now. That would take a lot of time. That would take a lot more time than I expected it to. So let's get back to here. Let's see here. But yeah, back to the short film question. I would be interested in working on a short film in an editing capacity for sure. Maybe down the road, do something, you know, behind the camera, maybe do everything. But I am more of an editor. So that's the part that I would really, really have an interest in. I was wanting to bring the videos in at different times. Oh yeah, you can easily do that. You can easily do that. You can, if you switch over, so they're in the video collage, there's like global and then there's frames or whatever it is. Like you can choose to control the different frames individually. And if you just switch to the frame in that little drop down box, like I show in the video, you can adjust the timing so everything's coming in at different times. Do you know a way in bins to select and sift only the media offline clips or the media relatives to a timeline and vice versa, like in Avid? To show the media off, you can, I don't think there's an automatic way, but you can easily, if you come up, that I will show you. So if you, well, maybe I won't show you because I don't have any media offline here, but if you come over to your media pool, usually if you have something like any kind of media offline, you can, there's usually something up here that will show you that you can click and it'll say relink media and it'll take care of the whole folder. So that's probably the best way to do that. Or you can just hold down control while you click all the media offline stuff. Why, when you create a timeline in most software, it appears in your media bin? It really just depends on what bin you're in, if that makes sense, when you create the new timeline. But the timelines are always going to show up in some form of media bin. Some people, like on larger projects, I will create a bin specifically for timelines, and then when I need to create a new timeline, I'll go into that bin and create a timeline in there so that all of my timelines are in the same place. So, Michael Blades FPV, what's going on? How are you? Hi, is this the HP Envy 13 Ryzen 7? Is the HP Envy 13 Ryzen 7 good for DaVinci Resolve 17? I don't know. I haven't looked at that laptop. So I would have to know the specs. But typically, if you're working with at least 16 gigs. Well, 16 gigs is kind of like the bare minimum. You want at least 32 gigs of RAM, at least at the bare minimum, 2 gigs of VRAM. Ryzen processors and NVIDIA graphics are kind of the holy grail as far as like a combination for video editing. So if you've got a Ryzen 7 processor and you've got enough RAM and you've got an NVIDIA graphics card with enough VRAM, you should be good. But the HP Envy 13 is a 13-inch laptop, and that, just as far as comfort is concerned, a 13-inch laptop for video editing is going to be kind of rough. Honestly, it's gonna be hard. Like I've been working with this laptop here for the last couple of weeks. This is the Dell Precision 5750. And it's a 17-inch screen, 17-inch monitor, and it's still weird working on that compared to my dual screen setup that I have on my PC, on my desktop. Let's see here. 3,200 megahertz or more speed. Yeah, true. Definitely. Is there a way to close all the timelines at once? What do you mean by close them? You should only have one open at a time. Hi, Jay. Thanks for all the vids. What are your thoughts on Apple Motion? I know nothing about Apple Motion. I'm a PC guy. I don't really pay attention to Apple. If I had any Apple products, I would be paying attention to that, but I have no idea what Apple Motion is. So more than one monitor is so helpful for editing. It really is. It really, really is. Especially on the color page in DaVinci Resolve is where I get the most help out of it, because when you're doing dual screen on the color page, you have all your scopes open on one of the monitors and then everything else open on the other monitor. It's great. Arg. Yeah, I don't know. I'm an Android and PC guy, so I don't know anything about what's going on with Apple. I know they just came out with some new stuff. I think they just dropped a new M1 MacBook, or the M1 iMac, or they did something new with the M1, and they got the new iPad and the AirTags and that stuff. I have no idea what Apple Motion is, though. Toshi Sate 81, maybe. Brother, just wanted to say thank you for teaching and sharing knowledge. No problem. Thank you. It's what I love to do. It's why I'm here. No shade, no hate. I think Blackmagic Design should let you rearrange your windows like Adobe. Yeah, there's some customization options, but for the most part, it's, what you see is what you get. You can, close out certain things. And, but yeah, I agree. The cool thing is, and I did a whole video on this, I think it was my 10 workflow hacks, is you can actually customize, when you do customize your screen and make things bigger or smaller, and, maybe take your preview monitor away so you're only working with your playback monitor, and you can do all that stuff, and you actually can save a layout preset. Which I did, oops, sorry, I hit the mic, which I did when I was working on my old laptop. I had a couple setups saved, and I just never did it when I moved over to the Puget Systems build. But yeah, it would be good, although I do kind of like everything, for the most part, being stuck in place, just because I would easily spend hours configuring things so it's just right, and then I'd get confused because I wouldn't remember where I put something, and it would be bad. So I actually kind of like it the way it is. Still got my big giant, bigger than my face water bottle. So yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. So yeah, I've been, I dialed back. You probably saw, I actually started that before right before the baby was born. I dropped down to doing one video a week. And water. It is water. I don't drink. I haven't drank in, what year is this? This is 2021, so it'll be 12 years this June since I had my last drink. So, yeah. Wow, next month that'll be 12 years. That's crazy. So yeah, I dropped down to doing only one video a week to try and batch record as much as I could before the baby got here. I was only able to batch record 2 weeks worth of stuff, so I've been kind of like, I feel like I've been scrambling over the last few weeks. Don't make me cancel you. Oh man. Yeah, I dropped down, and so I've been working, and that's going to stay that way for a while for a couple reasons. One, because, you know, when Arian goes back to work, I doubt I'm going to have time because I'm going to be home alone with the baby. So I doubt I'm going to have enough time to like record and produce 2 videos a week and do a live stream. I'm not sure what the state of the live stream is going to be when Arian goes back to work. Like it's basically going to be if I can get the baby asleep before the live stream starts, then we'll do a live stream. But it's gonna be touch and go there for a while, yeah. So it's gonna be that way for a while. I've been doing a lot of, I don't know. That's kind of the state of the channel right now. Is like I'm doing what I can when I can. So yeah, good for you. Congrats. Thank you so much. It's different software. Too many people want all the software to be exactly as the last software. I like the fixed UI. I do too. I honestly like had this, I used DaVinci, or not DaVinci Resolve. I used Premiere Pro for a while. I never took advantage of like the customizable layouts and the fact that you can just, everything can be rearranged however you want. I never took advantage of it. I always kind of worked with the default layout. I may have like resized some sections, but other than that, that's it. And like what I did in Premiere Pro, I can do in DaVinci Resolve as far as like resizing layouts and stuff like that. So awesome. I just celebrated 3 years of sobriety. Michael Blades, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. That's super awesome. Tech for your needs. Hello. Visuals. Bye-bye. Dad life. Yes. Yep. For sure. For sure. Dad life. Weird how Premiere and After Effects exports effects heavy things fine, but Resolve doesn't. Keeps failing. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Maybe well, it wouldn't be the GPU. That would be a CPU issue or a Resolve issue. I haven't had really any issues exporting things from Fusion, but I don't do a lot of heavy stuff in Fusion. Actually, I don't really do any heavy stuff in Fusion. So, but that's really, really weird. In bins, how to know or count the number of clips selected, especially when a bin with a lot of clips. How many clips are selected? I don't know. Let's see if we can find that out. I don't think it tells you. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. So that's really weird. Sorry. Yeah, that's very, very odd. And my specs aren't good, yet when I'm editing on Adobe, it's fine. Is 8 gigabytes fine for DaVinci Resolve? I on paper, yes. No, on paper, no. No, definitely. Sorry. I'm a little bit out of it. Dad life. But no, 8 gigabytes, it's below the minimum system recommendations. Now, that being said, I worked in DaVinci Resolve on a laptop with only 8 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, you want 16 at the very least. If you're going to be using Fusion, you want 32 at the very least. 8 gigabytes, you could get it to run, but you're going to deal with laggy playback. You're going to deal with DaVinci Resolve probably crashing on you. It's not going to be a very fun time. So I would say 8 gigabytes is enough to open it, but as far as actual practical application and using it, probably not. You want at least 16, but 32 would probably be better. Tells you how many selected bins at the top of metadata. There you go. Thank you. I have 64 gigabytes and can easily see I could use more, right? I have 64 in this and 64 in this. And yeah, I mean, it works great. I have no complaints, but I'm sure if I did more work in Fusion, I would definitely need to do more. But yeah, 64 is probably like the sweet spot for me because I don't do a lot of stuff in Fusion. But 8 gigabytes definitely, like I said, you'll be able to open it potentially. Although a lot more stuff has been added to DaVinci Resolve since I was working on a laptop with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So it's possible that you won't be able to do anything with 8 gigabytes of RAM anymore. So which software do you recommend for 8 gigabytes? Ooh, let's see. I think Filmora, maybe. I think Filmora you can run on 8 gigabytes, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's find out. That's the wrong window. Billy Ripka must need 64 to 128 gigabytes jumping. Yeah, judging from his vids. Yeah, he does a lot of Fusion stuff. A lot of the DaVinci Resolve guys do a lot of Fusion stuff, but let's go ahead and there we go. Let's do a quick little Google search here. Wondershare. Filmora. Dun, 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 dun. It's video converter. And that's the iSky style. There we go. There we go. All right. Support. Go away. Maybe in resources. I don't remember where they keep their, I don't remember where they keep their system specs. But you would imagine it's somewhere. Oh, here we go. So yeah, Wondershare Filmora, you can get by with 4 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes required for HD and 4K videos. There you go. So Filmora. OpenShot could work. Power Director could work. Yeah, I think Power Director is really good. Yeah. So I would go with Wondershare. OpenShot, I don't remember what the... you know what's funny is I had a... well, I can't talk today. I had a video on my channel going over like the best software for like low-end computers. And I had to delete it because I think somebody bought views on it, and it was like totally screwing with the numbers. And also that's against YouTube's terms of service. So I ended up deleting the video so I wouldn't get in trouble. But it went over all of that. Like, I think we looked at OpenShot, Power Director, Flixier, which is an online one, and a couple others. I think Filmora and Movavi maybe. But OpenShot might work. I can't remember what the system requirements are. I didn't like OpenShot personally, but yeah. But yeah, Filmora, like I said, I think that might be your best bet out of like Power Director, or I've worked in Power Director before. I did a couple videos on it. It's all right. It wasn't a huge fan. I would definitely choose Filmora over OpenShot or Power Director. See, by the way, love your content. Thank you so much. How's your screen pump video doing? Is it still gaining views? You want to find out? Let's find out. We'll take a tour together. All right. It's weird working on two monitors during a live stream. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Boom. YouTube Studio. Screen pump. The screen pump video got 329 views in the last 48 hours. We're at 273.4 thousand views. So yeah, there you go. That's yeah. So it's still getting. I wonder what the click-through rate on that is right now. So currently, the impressions click-through rate is still 7%. That's incredible. That's like it's got to be the best CTR I have on my channel, especially for a video this old. So yeah, screen pump video is still doing really well, and that was published on October 11th, 2019. So it's a year and a half old, and it's still performing really well. So there you go. EC song. Wait. For me, I'm only using LumaFusion, very unique app. Before I remember when I used DaVinci Resolve on PC. Yeah, LumaFusion. I've always wanted to try LumaFusion, but I don't have an iPad, and they don't make it for Android. So, let's see here. Is there a way to make a match reverse? I mean, from a clip in bin and it shows in the timeline. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, EC Sanka. If you could give me a little bit more detail. Dark TV says, give DaVinci a try at 8 gigabytes. I have a 10-year-old laptop that runs it quite well. There you go. So you might be able to do it on 8 gigabytes. How to emulate blending modes on nodes. I can only set blending modes, composite mode, for layer nodes or parallel nodes. In Photoshop, for example, I can change blending mode on each layer. Well, you can only do it on layer nodes because other than that, it's not a layer. So the nodes, if you're just using serial nodes, it's always going to be a chain. So you can't really do any kind of blending modes in between serial nodes. You can only do it with layer or parallel nodes. Unfortunately, they didn't make an Android, right? Buy the kid an iPad. There's your excuse. She's got her Kindle Fire, so she's happy with that. Maybe one day I'll get an iPad, but right now I don't have a use for it. So, except to try LumaFusion. Like literally, that is the only, there's two reasons why I would buy an iPad. One, to try out LumaFusion, because I've heard good things. And two, to use the Bluetooth Plus app for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Those would be really my only reasons. LumaFusion app is $30. That would be the most I've ever spent on an app, I think. I think it would be the most I've ever spent on an app. $30. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So, Barotech examines iPhone if he has a spare. Actually, we talked about that. I talked about that with him. He was going to give me like one of his super old iPads, but I think we decided it wasn't really worth it. So there's a drop-down composite on the layer mixer, little rectangle where the layer nodes connect. Right click and choose the blend mode. Yeah, Jim, I think he was asking like in between serial nodes without layers or parallels. I think that's what he's asking. Jay, do you think Mac is overrated? No, not at all. I don't think Mac is overrated. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I think it's much more overrated now than it used to be. I think yeah, I that's a tough question. iPhones are great phones. I don't personally like them really, but like the technology is great. The M1s, the technology is really good. So I think personally, I think all technology is overrated. I think people make a huge deal out of it when really this stuff is just tools. Like find the tool that works best for you and go with that. Like I don't think so yeah, I guess Mac is overrated. I think a lot of people think it's the end all be all when it's really just the end all be all for them. I think people make too big. Yeah, I think people make too big of a deal over it. So I love Macs. They last forever, but expensive. Like, there you go. Like, a lot of people like them. But I will say, you know, cost effective wise, I would go with PC. You have to, especially for video editing. I don't know who was here when I was interviewing Matt from Puget Systems on the live stream, but I think what he said was you basically have to spend twice as much on Mac to get the same amount of performance video editing wise from a PC. So don't buy expensive phones. $1,000 for 8 gigabytes of RAM, right? But yeah, they are expensive. But they do last, you know, for the most part. They do last. Dissing Mac, that's it. I'm canceling you. I'm not dissing Mac. I think Mac is great technology. I'm dissing people making a huge deal out of what technology they use and saying one is better than the other. I think it's stupid, right? Like, I think it's stupid. Use what you like. You know, what is that saying? Live and let live. Use what you like. Quit giving people crap for having a green bubble in their text messages. Jesus. If you love Mac, build a Hackintosh. Like, I don't know. It honestly does bother me when when somebody switches from Android to iPhone. That in and of itself doesn't bother me. It's when they announce it on like Twitter. Like when you announce it on Twitter, hey, I just, you know, switched over to iPhone, and like it's such like the response that you get from people after you've announced that you just switched over to iPhone is just, it's mind blowing. It's so, so It's like people are welcoming you into like this elite society. It's very, very cult like, and it bothers me. I just it that's what bothers me. I said when you had Puget there, they don't build Macs. That's true. Like every professional out there got a Mac uh, while you can get a gaming laptop for same price and better performance. To be fair, most iOS gives you weird updates. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I haven't worked on a Mac in a long, long time. You're getting PC performance on a Mac on a Hackintosh. True, true. But actually, I can't. I think again the Puget Systems interview. Matt Bach was talking about how Hackintosh is really like they're not great if you're using your computer for video editing. It can actually cause a lot of problems. Fusion workflow easier for me to understand because you can stack it like layers, but color nodes a bit more complicated for me. I was working with layers like 4 years. Me too. I was working in Premiere Pro before I went to DaVinci Resolve, so switching from layers to nodes was kind of mind blowing for me. Yes, it's the culture they've built. That's true. Can anyone do a jailbreak with an iPhone? I don't know. I'm excited to get an M1 Mac Mini 16 gig and a 32-inch screen with DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. That sounds cool. Before this thing got dropped in my lap, I was actually considering, because I knew I wanted a laptop. Basically the story is this. The laptop that I was using for everything, I ended up giving to Arian when I got the Puget build. And I was like, oh, I got my tablet. That'll be good enough. Like, I'm not planning on doing any editing while I'm traveling or anything like that. And then, like, shortly after that, I ended up going to Idaho for like 3 weeks, and I only had my tablet with me. And I quickly realized, like, no, I would rather have a laptop. And I was actually considering the M1 Mac, because like they were fairly cost effective in the grand scheme of things. But I ended up with this, which I'm doing a video on. It's coming out on Monday. I'm excited about it. But yeah, I ended up getting this. Super, super happy with it. Wait for the M2. There you go. Yeah, it is like it's new technology, right? It is new technology. So like with a car, never buy the first model, of a new car. Did you use After Effects much when you were using Premiere? Towards the end I was, but not like I wasn't like building things from scratch and doing all that. There's a plugin, an effects pack called Handy Seamless Transitions. It was like 65 bucks, I think. Iz Harris did a video on it, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want that. Like, I really, really want that. And so I got it. And it was an After Effects plugin, so I was using that pretty much every video. Double. Hey man, love your vids. My vids got better because of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Unless you have money to blow, always wait. Yep. People still bought the $999 Apple stand. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. My hair is getting long. I haven't had a haircut since before the baby was born. So it's getting out there. I'm just going to let it grow until I decide what I want to do with it. How did we end up talking about PC versus Mac? How did we get here? It's hold on. I need to, let's go ahead and take a look at the form. Where's my mouse? I keep losing my mouse. So when I got this laptop, I set up Logitech Flow, which allows me to just like move my mouse between computers without having to click any buttons. And it's great. I absolutely love it. But sometimes I accidentally go to the next computer and I don't realize it. And then I'm like, where's my mouse? I don't get it. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the form. Do we have any responses? No responses on the form. All right. Hey, Tish. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Miles, what's going on? I couldn't believe that software, DaVinci Resolve. It's for free and has so many features. It really does. It blew my mind when I first started using it. Eventually, though, I got to a point where I really wanted to take advantage of the features that DaVinci Resolve Studio has to offer. So I ended up getting that. So, oh, Arian's here. I wasn't sure if she was actually in here. Hi, honey. Is there an anticipated drop for the M2? Is M2 and M1X the same thing? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really keep up with the Mac stuff. By the way, why everyone calls me it's double H. Okay, well, there you go. Double H. Is that like triple H, but with one less H? Let's see here. I couldn't... Oh, wait. Ricky Barnett, M2 is coming in the summer. It is the bigger, better version of the M1. Nice. Nice. My YouTube upload is stuck at 34%. Should I cancel it and try again? How long has it been stuck at 34%? Just use what computer works for you. Same for your NLE of choice. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hello. I miss you. I miss you. Best features you're loving out of DaVinci Resolve Studio. Noise reduction, GPU acceleration, color warper, but mostly noise reduction and GPU acceleration. And all of the GPU accelerated effects. Love it. Double H says, Jay, I want to learn how to make the colors in my vids good. How to learn it? I'm not sure I have the color sense. There are so many people out there that do color grading tutorials. I do some color grading tutorials, but I will be the first to admit that I'm definitely not the best. I would say Kazi is probably going to be the best. I would say Color Grading Central. Wait, is it Color Grading Central? Give me a second. What's Denver's? Denver Riddle is Color Grading Central, right? Him and Kazi. Thanks so much, Josh. I really appreciate that. What's color warper? Oh, dear God. Okay, hold on. Oh, let's do this. Color warper is... Here, let's go ahead and move to the color page. You can go ahead and input color space, DaVinci Resolve 4.6K film Gen 3. Okay, there we go. Color warper is this. If we click down here, see this right here? This is color warper. And there's a couple different ways to use it. My favorite way is to... I'm just going to drag the sky here. That's going to affect everything because... But you can like pin different things here. So like I could pin... Let's reset that because that looks horrible. But like I could pin like the skin tones and then I could use the color warper to just change the color of a whole bunch of stuff. So like I can take my reds, I can warm this up a little bit. It can make it more green, more purple. Basically, it's just a click and drag way of color grading and it's super, super cool. And when you really get involved in all these controls here, you can do a lot with it. Kazi actually just came out with a video about color warper and it kind of blew my mind, all the stuff that you can do with it. So, Jay Lippman, have you checked out the latest update? No, it was downloading as I was getting set up for the stream, so I haven't even installed it yet. I've seen one of yours, but it felt a little bit complicated. Yeah. Color Warpers in free DaVinci Resolve 2. Is there other features with Studio? There's so many. I've been using Studio for so long that I can't remember what comes with free and with Studio. So, what's GPU acceleration and how to turn it on? My playback is choppy. Is that related in any way? Double H. Woo, God. GPU acceleration probably. How do you turn that on? You guys are asking me things that I haven't done in like months. Let's see here. Probably in preferences. Memory and GPU. So you can choose in here, you can choose your GPU configuration. So you can choose your GPU processing mode, your GPU acceleration or GPU selection. And then when you're doing, when you're ready to deliver, you can choose how you're going to render your video using your GPU. See, I did it again. I went over to the laptop. So you can choose your encoder, but I don't remember if there's a way to turn on GPU acceleration. I think it's just on with DaVinci Resolve Studio. But GPU acceleration is basically using your GPU to help with the graphics instead of your CPU, which is what the free version of DaVinci Resolve does. What is the workflow with VFX? They work with the graded material or the log clips and then in color grade the visual effects. Sorry, I got stuff stuck in my throat today. Springtime sucks for allergies. Workflow for VFX. Let's tackle that real quick. I think it's largely personal preference. It's largely personal preference, but and it also depends on the type of effects and whether or not your effects are going in. Like if you're turning, how do I put this? If you are turning your clip into a fusion composition and putting the effects on there, then you might want to have it graded first. If you are doing fusion compositions that don't have video in them, then I don't think it really matters. I don't know if that option, I don't know if I have that option at all. Isn't available. Well, Double H, it's only available in the paid version of DaVinci Resolve. It's not in the free version. Jay Lippman, I have two things. I'm glad you're back. Thank you. And two, thank you for your videos on editing in general because I've actually started to kind of enjoy editing. Kinda. Yay! Yay! I'm considering that a win. That's awesome. That's awesome. Eat locally produced honey if you can. It will help with allergies. I don't think I have any of that. I've been relying on Benadryl. So yeah, as far as VFX are concerned, I don't know how the professional VFX guys do it. I don't know if they do the effects on log footage or on graded footage, but if you were going to go with basically the way that DaVinci Resolve is laid out, you would do all your fusion stuff before you do color grading. So who knows? So I would ask like a professional VFX guy. But you do have a local friend we have a local friend who makes honey. Who makes honey? I forgot. We do have a local friend that makes honey. We're going to have to figure that out. By the way, get your COVID shots. No, not yet. I need to schedule that. It's been a little hectic. The We ended up getting a new car because the car that we were using got totaled. Not going to go into that story, but it was scary and everybody's fine. And now we have a new car. And it kind of distracted me from doing that. Refrag just became a channel member. Thank you so much, sir. I will be 100% honest with you. I've because of the baby and all that stuff, I've definitely haven't done much in the way of the channel membership lately, but I am going to be getting back to that. I'm going to be getting back into the Discord server. We're going to plan our first members only live stream in quite a long time soon. So, but yeah, but thank you. VFX grading is almost always done after VFX. VFX House will have their own requirements as to what format they want. There you go. Boom. Thank you, Jim. But yes, welcome to the channel membership. Welcome to J Cuts. Make sure that you check the members only posts in the community section. It's going to give you all the links you need to get involved. Actually, I don't know if it's going to give you the Discord server or not. Make sure you join the Discord server, and then there's a little thing that you can fill out to get into like the VIP section of the Discord server. Hooray, members only love. Yes, you guys are going to be getting it. Yeah, new baby, new car, just missing the new house I wanted this year, right? Yeah, that's the next big new thing, I think, but it's gonna be a minute. Double H, who's Ari? He, she knows you. She does. She is my girlfriend and mother of my children. She's currently in the back bedroom right now with the baby. So, but yes, thank you so much, Refrag, and welcome. I will hit you up on Twitter, give you all the links that you need to know, unless you find them before I have a chance to do that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in members only live streams, which I am going to be getting back to, free presets and LUTs and stuff like that. All of the stuff that I make in my tutorials, if I can turn it into a preset or a LUT or something like that, I do, and I give it away for free to my channel members. So that is another perk. Members only content. Yeah, there we go. Peter Cummings, hello. Good to see you. Oh, anyways, congratulations on all the new things. Yeah, it's been a crazy 6 weeks. But thank you. Join Jay's Discord server. Thank you so much, Tish. I appreciate that. TubeBuddy 2, yes. Yes, an extended trial to any of the paid TubeBuddy plans, including Legend. You get if you are a channel member, you get a 90-day free trial. Provided you have never had a paid membership before. So, but yeah, TubeBuddy. I'm working on a couple others that I'm trying to get some perks for the channel members. But that's something that I'm trying to do, is any channel members can actually get some extra perks from some of the places that are that I partner with on a regular basis. If you're wondering what to do with your hair, I heard mullets have made a comeback. Not happening. Discord username saying is invalid. That's really weird. I wonder if the link timed out. I'll have to look into that after the live stream. So my vids have white background. I want to add some colors. What do you recommend? Your vids have a white background. You could use solid color. I showed you how to use solid color in my video about bringing photos to life in DaVinci Resolve. You never talk about stems, Jay Lippman. Why is that? What do you mean stem? Like stems from like Epidemic Sound and stuff like that? I use the link in your description, FYI. Thank you. Thank you, Tish. I appreciate that. Where am I? Oh, I'm on the deliver page. So if you have a white background, if you use the solid color effect, which is in your effects library and it is available in the free version, you can change the color of that solid color. You just put that as your background. Oh, you want to change the color? You mean like behind you is white. Best way to do that is to get a backdrop. Second best way is to do what I did and get some lights to use as wall washers. Like this like teal-ish color. You can see it's affecting my hand right now. That is a Nanlite Pavo Tube 6C 2. It's the little like 12-inch Pavo tube. I got another one right here is a fill light. Yeah, so I got a couple of those. But that's what's changing my background color right now. So best way to do it is with lighting. Second best way to do it is with a backdrop. If you want to do it in video editing, you're going to have to use like qualifiers to mask out like everything else and only have your white backdrop, and then you can change the color. So, or go green screen. There you go. I'm a J-cut. Yay! Or use projectors. Projectors work too. Yeah, I would go with lights. You can get cheap like RGB lights that'll work. You just got to be careful with those and make sure that they're flicker free. So you want to get something that's specifically made for video, because those are typically not going to give you any flicker. But like you can get like an LED light panel that's made for video and just get some gels for it. That's what I used to do. I still have. I can't get to them. They're buried under this table right here. But I do have some. What's the members perks spreadsheet? Yeah, there's a spreadsheet in the J-Cuts VIP area that you can get to. It's linked in there, and that'll give you a list of all of the benefits that you have as a member. It'll take you to the folder where you can get all the presets and LUTs, and it'll give you the links to any like the TubeBuddy 90-day trial. I can't remember what else is on there, but that's just a spreadsheet that gives you all the links to all of the perks. I'll have to look at what kind of lights I can use. Yep. I bet the auto mask works great on white backdrops. It might. Yeah. The magic mask, yeah. I applied for Discord VIP. Awesome. I will get in there as soon as this live stream is over. Oh my God, which is in 3 minutes. Holy crap. What bot is JBot? I can't remember. I can't remember. I haven't been on Discord in so long. I can't remember any of that stuff, but it's just it's a bot that I signed up for free. Customize the name of it. So it just Magic Mask. Yeah, maybe it's Magic Mask. Color Warper HDR color wheels are in the free version. It's Magic Mask that's only available in Studio. But Magic Mask, I'll do a quick rundown, but it is $258. I'm gonna have to get off the stream here in a minute. Hate the Magic Mask. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but if there's not a lot of movement, it can be okay. All right, let's go ahead and select this. Come into the color page. Magic Mask is pretty. It's a cool concept. It's just not there yet. Here's Magic Mask. So what we're gonna do? Make sure our plus thing is. Let's go ahead and just draw down here. See what it does. It's going to act weird for me, isn't it? Let's go ahead and track backwards. There you go. So it just automatically creates a mask around the subject. And then you can track it. And then we can track forward. So there you go. That's Magic Mask. Double H, yeah, that's all lighting. Everything. Thank you for one. Yeah, Magic Mask is limited to Studio. Magic Mask is worth. See, the opinions of Magic Mask are so polarizing. I personally am not a huge fan of it. It doesn't. It never worked. Like this demo here, it never works that well. I swear, it never. I've tried using it in my videos, probably because I flop around like a dying fish when I'm making my videos. That might have something to do with it, but I'm never able to get it to work that well. But yeah, that's Magic Mask. And you can go and then you can like, you know, color grade this separately from this. You can't see that. You can color grade this separately from this. You can add different masks and it's pretty cool. It's, yeah, it's cool, but it is only on, it is only in Studio. Do you think Adobe cares about Resolve competition? Not yet. Not yet, because Adobe still has Photoshop and Lightroom, all the photo stuff, all of the PDF stuff. They've got so much more than what Resolve has. So I don't think they're worried about it right now. Anyway, Double H, thank you for the comments about the quality of my videos. It's all lighting. It's 100% lighting. There's no color grading going on right here. But with that being said, I need to hop off, guys. There's a baby foot. Hi, buddy. There's my baby foot. Guys, I'm going to hop off, but thank you guys so much for being here. It's super, super awesome to be back. If you enjoyed this stream, and yeah, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure you hit that like button. If you enjoyed this stream and you're not subscribed yet and you want more content about video editing, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys for continuing to make Wednesdays my favorite day of the week. Keep your eye out for Monday's video. We're going to be talking all about the Dell Precision 5750 mobile workstation. It's going to be fun. And with that being said, I love you guys to death, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.